time! We're gonna do a wall hanging, and what we're gonna need for this project is a hot glue gun, scissors that cut fabric, thread of any color really. We're gonna use it to measure things with as it rolls away. I don't know why I showed you the color. We don't need to know the color. A dowel rod, which later in the video I'll show you the size. And assorted ribbons, beads, anything that is in a long string type. And something to hang it with, which I use a nail for later. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to put up whatever you're hanging it from and where on the wall you want to hang it from. So this is just temporary. This is actually going in my bedroom, but this is my office. Hey, do not chew the tripod. Filming with 3 dogs. Then you want to decide how far down you want to hang it from said hook. And then you want to take whichever of these strings, ribbons, beads, whatever you're going to hang it with. You don't have to use any of the ones you were doing. You can pick a different one, but whatever. This is what we're doing, is we're going to use the twine looking hot pink. I'm also going to use that in the actual design itself, but I'm going to hang it with it too. Put it on here like so, and you decide you want to put it like that, right? Always give it extra slack because we're going to be tying / hot gluing, whatever. Too much slack though. I guess I'm not going to be using this. This is from the Dollar Tree and I'm almost out. But anyway, now you could either go ahead and hot glue this on. You could double side tape it on, or just tie it. I'm going to tie it. I haven't decided if I'm going to tie each ribbon on or if I'm going to hot glue them. I'm thinking, because some of those are from the Dollar Tree and they don't have that much on there, that I'm going to hot glue. But first, we want to decide. Now before you cut it, you want to make sure you have it exactly where you want it on both sides. And then tie it. I went ahead and marked where I wanted to tie it with double-sided tape. Look now. Stop chewing the tripod. My little Echo is chewing the tripod. This way it's easier for me to remember where to tie. And it'll keep it from moving as I'm putting the other ones on. So we're going to go ahead and tie this on both sides. I'm sorry for the shaking. I have a 9-week-old puppy thinking it's okay to chew a tripod. You're lucky was cheap a tripod. Just go ahead and tie it on there. On the very end here, so you don't have any extra sticky hanging out on the other side. Now, if you were going to tie each ribbon on, you could leave the slack up here. Or if you're going to hot glue, go ahead and cut that off. I'm going to cut it off because I am going to stop with the tripod. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off because I'm going to hot glue each one. Now with your string, you're going to go ahead and find the center. Then you're going to decide with your string how long you want your longest ribbon to be, because we're going to taper them down. We're not going to have all one length. You can do that if you want. You can have all different lengths, but the longest one that you're going to have, wherever on here that you're going to have your longest string, you want to put and tie to this as your guide. So I've already done that, and I want it to be down to about here, because where I'm going to put it in the bedroom is going to be right above my headboard. So then that is probably going to be about this far above my headboard, and I'm hoping that I will have Echo done with her chewing before she is big enough to actually catch up to this, because she's going to be a little bit bigger than my other two. We're going to keep that on until we have our first ribbon cut, so then we know exactly how long each one should be. That'll be our guide for if, say, we're gonna taper it into the middle. That's gonna be our guide where the middle is, and that's also gonna be our guide for the longest. For sake of video, I have put double-sided tape in the areas that I'm going to start doing ribbons, just because I can show you hanging up what it looks like. But then I'll show you later on that I'm going to hot glue them. So we want to decide what the middle ribbon is gonna be and what the outside are gonna be. Now, I'm pretty sure I want to end with this, but I'm not sure that there's enough. If there's not enough, then we'll pick another one. But for right now, I want the little pink balls and my fluffy pink for the middle. So what we're gonna do is figure out where the plastic ends so we can take it off. I'm just gonna cut it because I don't know where it's at. Now this, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to use but more than once, and I really, really wanted to use it. It is beautiful. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and hot glue it around the middle. This is me hot gluing. And then we're gonna follow that string down to where the bottom of the string is. I knew I didn't have enough. And then we're gonna cut right there with our scissors. Just go ahead and trim. There. Now we have our middle done. So this is my edgings. And we're gonna go ahead and hot glue the top on like we did the other one. Pretend I'm hot gluing. And then bring it down to about where you want your shortest piece. And I'm thinking I want it to be quite a bit dramatically shorter, like here. And we'll go ahead and trim that. And it looks like I will have enough to the other side. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and measure up so they'll be exact. If you care that it's exact. And it looks like I exactly cut it in half. Perfect! So we'll go ahead and hot glue on the other side. Watch out, friends. Just go ahead and hot glue it. And there, now you have what you want, your measurements of where you want to start and finish. And from now on out, what you're going to do is just go ahead and start sticking ribbons randomly, or if you want to just go like this, go ahead and just start hot gluing them. And then, if you can always just trim to make them perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue all my stuff on. Once you've run out of options of ribbons, go ahead and repeat your pattern on this side and then see what you have left to go ahead and fill in the middle parts. So we have a good start going on here. We have our middle length and our shortest length, so we can just trim those off. I actually need to go and get just a little more ribbon. If I were you, I would measure before you start this project. But I do have a really good start. I'm gonna run to Walmart and get maybe 3 or 4 different more ribbons. I'm kind of thinking I need to put a little more hot pink or gray in there. That's the bell I got. And this one right here, the 7/8. It's that big one right there. So we got some more ribbons, and then this is for another project. Now that we have it all done and glued and all of everything, we have our shortest and our longest. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna trim everything to at least the longest size, and we're gonna go from there. See our longest, all of these, all of this can be cut down. You have to be precise with these ones because we're going to be trimming it all shorter than this anyhow, especially these ones at the end here. Now we want to find, let's say you cut one really short, or you run out of ribbon and you put it about here. So we're going to use that as our next guide, and we're going to cut up. Because for gray, we want to make sure everything is in order before we trim. So like this is a good length, and then we'll trim this one here, and then we'll trim this one here, and that evens up to the pink one. Now that we're up to the pink one, we're going to go shorter than that up to here. So I'm going to trim a couple of these about here, a couple of these about here, a couple of them a little higher, all the little ones about this high. This one about this high, and then these a little higher than those. And we are at the shortest. I don't recommend having puppies in the room when you're doing this project because they're going to be trying to eat all the little pieces. Now, if you really want it to be super precise, you can always hold them flat and literally cut up like this. But I'm not trying to be super precise. I kind of still want a little bit of the shag look. So we're just a little bit angling it. And just basically do the same thing on this side. Just angle it up like you did on this side. Now once you have it at the angle that you like, I pointed out to show you the whole thing. Now you can have it longer, you can have it shorter, you can have it more angled, you can do whatever you please. You can sit back and look at it and nitpick it until it's completely short across the top. But that's it. It's really not that hard to do, and it turns out so pretty. Okay, spread moment. From another project, I had these left over, so I just hot glued the little rosebuds on there, like I did the rest of it. I did it on either end. Pictures and hot pink, everything. My bed spread is a mix of hot pink and light pinks, so is my room.